Hello, Gemini. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 3rd going to the 9th of April. I have been away. I took a little bit of a vacay, just a little bit of time out, but now I'm back. So let's dive into it and see what's going on for you guys, okay? For Gemini, please. Wow. Really amazing cards, literally jumping straight out. And I think these cards actually came up for Taurus. So you might be dealing with a Taurus, or you may have Taurus in your chart. If not, doesn't matter. Similar message. All right, one last card, please. I love this. I love this. I really, really love this. For some of you, could be reconciling with someone around this week, but it's not really the main message. I kind of just feel like you're tying up loose ends so you can move forward. I do see that there is a very big message for you guys, Gemini, this week when it comes down to entering a new chapter and being a different person and having different things around you. You guys could definitely be kind of manifesting a complete new beginning and a new you, and this is exactly what you're stepping into, and you're having those beautiful deep emotions that actually feel like you're really actually stepping into something different. So I kind of feel like this reconciling energy, which I will show you the cards that have come out, I feel like for some of you it's just to let go of some hurt and some pain and to just forgive and move forward. It doesn't mean that you have to have these people in your life, Gemini. What it does mean is that you're mending something with somebody. You're no longer having this pain, this trauma. It could even just be something you're doing in your head and in your heart. It doesn't have to be external, but I feel like you're kind of resolving some conflict within yourself, external from yourself. And I feel like this is actually helping you find more love, more gratitude, and more abundance moving forward. Like, I see that wherever you're going is good. The way that you're feeling is going to be amazing. And again, emotionally, things are definitely going to be looking up for you. But it comes to do with this mending. I feel like it comes to do with kind of tying up loose ends, fixing things that needed to be fixed, or speaking to people you needed to speak to kind of complete an old chapter. And it's weird, but the number 0 is really coming up for you, and I actually don't think I've ever had that in a reading, like, come up so much. I can really see it, but it is really to do with full circle. I really feel like it's just starting fresh, a fresh new page, fresh new start for you, and maybe for the connections around you also, but just in general. Right, for Gemini, please, this week. Beautiful, really lovely energy. Let's just clarify it. Incredible. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm just feeling this grounded energy coming up for you guys. Again, emotionally, but also with just the way that you'll feel. Yeah, it's emotionally, right? If you've been struggling emotionally, I really do see that this is coming to a resolution. Your overall energy, and I'm going to kind of go in with the tarot cards first because they're just so beautiful and very similar to what we've just been discussing. Your first card was the 10 of Cups. That is that happily ever after, that rainbow after the storm. That is the connection. As you can see, there's a baby here as well, so some of you this could resonate, but mostly it's about bringing something to life. It's like a new cycle, new chapter. It's kind of like this happy, I want to say happy ending, but clearly there's a new beginning. So it's a happy outcome for a new beginning, for a new start, which is exactly what we've been saying. Some significance around socks. Don't know if you bought new ones, need new ones, don't know, but that's just coming through. Anyways, you also have Judgment coming up with the 10 of Cups, which is again that release, that letting go, that new cycle, that learning a lesson, understanding. This is complete. Well, as you see with Judgment, it's actually about not really having any, it's neither good nor negative. It is what it is when we're ready to move forward. It's about looking at a situation not from an emotional point of view, but just from an understanding point of view. So I kind of feel like this is a reconciliation card. This is a card of making amends, letting something go, forgiving and moving forward. Again, regardless of whether it means with someone or without someone, it just means you're forgiving a situation enough to let it go and to choose happiness. And this is definitely the energy coming through. You're achieving the next level, which is what the Judgment is about. And for a lot of you, I'm getting a message here. My nose is getting itchy. I'm getting a message where it's like you're actually attaining something that most people want but just never are able to get. So this feels like you're actually really coming to some sort of acknowledgement or internal like understanding as helping you to rise above the competition. So if this is in terms of work or anything, it kind of just feels like you're able to get that outcome everyone says is impossible to get because they've tried. No, it feels like if anyone has ever doubted you, which I'm not saying heavily, but it could be, it kind of feels like, or if you've doubted yourself, that's something that's not really having an impact on you, because you're going to witness within this week that you are able to achieve whatever you put your mind to. Okay, because you're doing something differently. Then you also have the Three of Pentacles. So if we are pertaining to relationships, then this is again about kind of re-looking at the plan, re-looking at the structure, maybe thinking about the next steps of becoming more serious about the next few steps. This is really about growing and evolving, but having that plan, sitting down and thinking and communicating that plan to get there. Now, outside of love and relationships, this is really you choosing happiness, going to the next level and really making something for yourself. So for some of you, when it comes down to career, you could just be getting some very good news that you're able to move or you're able to do something. All right. And this is going to relieve a really tense, maybe chapter of your life, but there is a very happy outcome here. And it leads towards the Three of Pentacles, which is again, that planning, that preparation, that getting ready. But it is a very stable card. Is building the foundation, planning the foundation. So make sure you pay attention within the next weeks following, because your attention to detail is going to be very important, because you're building something very big for your legacy, because that's what the Three of Pentacles is about. This could be your goal towards some sort of financial freedom, some financial investments, all right, or being able to have that lifestyle where you can really bathe and take it slow, take it steady, because you know that you're safe and secure. So this looks amazing. Okay, let's show you the oracle cards, and I'm going to continue to pull some cards out for you. So you have this yin energy. So what seems to be happening is you're coming into this energy of pure abundance, of choosing love, of loving yourself, of loving others. There is a happy energy coming through. Why? Well, because we have the happy energy. This, of course, in the yin card is divine feminine, so you're stepping into your divine feminine energy here, which is again just about being in a flow of life, having those high standards, having those expectations, but not judging, and not, you're having compassion towards yourself and you're having compassion towards others. And I feel like this is adding some magic to your life around you, because it's making you feel more blessed, it's making you feel more happy, and I think it's making you feel more connected to what it is that you're working towards. Because again, we have that egg coming through, and the egg and the baby both again represent bringing something to life. And then we have the Between Worlds, and actually this is the only card that seems to have this darker influence, which seems to be what you're coming out from. So you've been on a long journey of growth and progression, and it really feels like you're really going to be surrounded by a lot more good than negative, which is a big improvement for you. But the Between Worlds is a card that says, just remember that there is still that influence, so don't be too harsh on yourself. You are moving forward, and each step that you take is one step away from this energy, but just give yourself grace. You are moving into celebration and success. As you can see, you're looking after yourself more, and this should be something that we're aiming towards, because you're going to start to feel good, look good, and that helps you be more confident about the things that you're doing. So I kind of feel like there is this like domino effect coming through based on certain decisions or certain things that you're doing or choosing, or a perspective you're deciding to take, or a way that you're deciding to speak to yourself. There is some change coming from a place of love that seems to really change the next steps moving forward. It's like a domino effect. It just, that then leads to another thing, and that leads to another thing, which is actually really nice. On the bottom of the deck, we have mending. Underneath that, we have a message in a bottle here. So again, and then we have community. So this might not just be one person. This could be a few people, like friends, or just getting back in touch with some people. The message in a bottle is somebody reaching out here, or some signs from the universe that are going to indicate that there is a mending happening. There is potential to work together with somebody to build something, or just to have that conversation to mend something, to release something so that you can continue to move forward. The between worlds is being clarified by the Two of Wands. Lots of emails coming through just then, which is very similar to the between worlds card, actually, because it's about understanding that you've outgrown a certain way of being, a certain situation, and it's time for something new. It's time to expand, it's time to grow. And I kind of feel like there is just sudden motivation. I was trying to get out cards actually for why this is happening. I got why. That was very, because some other cards came in upside down, so I wanted to pull out the card that I saw first, which was in the not upside down, but it was like this. I couldn't see it, but this was the only one I could. So this is a card of expanding. It's growth. It's about the choice of understanding that you could stay where you're at, because you have achieved something here. This was once where you wanted to be. There's a need for some pride for yourself. You've done good. You've done the things you needed to do to get where you wanted to be now, but it's about the next step. So do you want to stay where this is, or do you want to take action on this, feeling that there is something more out there for you and that you want to grow and expand more? And I think a lot of you guys are actually choosing things that help you to grow and expand. You could just be learning new things, choosing to go down particular routes that challenge you for your best interest, like just doing something that's difficult. You guys have been having this growth mindset, which I think is really beautiful. So anyways, Two of Wands, very similar to between worlds. I think you're making a choice to move forward and to take a new opportunity that's going to lead you somewhere even more successful. Then why I was pulling these cards out anyways was because I wanted to understand where you've just come from. Like, what is this between worlds about, like that darker energy? And again, they're not touching on it too much, but you do have the Ten of Swords, the Wild card, and the Ace of Swords. So it kind of came out like this. So it's exactly what it needs to be. There was an ending, or there was a need to end a certain part of ourselves, okay? So that we could be completely renewed and start fresh, Gemini, which is basically the entire thing. I kind of feel like there is this truth coming through that is either setting you free, or this could just be an internal truth that again is letting you put an end to an old you. I kind of feel like you've already been on the way of that, but this new beginning is inviting truth, which is why these people are coming in. So they're not necessarily here to stay, but they are here for truth. So instead of feeling, kind of like shut down by life, I think you're kind of finding out this truth here of why these things happened to begin with, or why you were a certain way, or why something happened. You're getting this ultimate truth here, which is really a part of this next stage of yours. So this wild card is a glow up, by the way, complete new you, like fresh. You're going to be healed, which is beautiful as well, and you're working towards that. So that's really nice to see. You have this Hermit energy, which is interesting as I was picking the deck up here, and it wanted to show itself, because I do see that maybe spending some time within your own energy will be helpful, or maybe you've already been doing that here. The Hermit, as you can see, is kind of looking at the path that you have walked and the path that you have to go ahead, and kind of seeing it from this higher perspective of wisdom and understanding, because you have learned a lot. And this is your biggest strength here, Gemini, is that you're capable of actually seeing it differently from other people. So you might be needing some time alone to really think about things and see it from different perspectives, but it just feels like, and also this is like a dark night of the soul. Some of you guys have really come out of a very dark phase of your life, and now you're stepping into all of this abundance. Like there was this shift. Here we go. Yeah, some of you, it's something to do with your past. The Justice card, Six of Cups, this could be a soulmate, all right? This could just be anything to do with children here with the Justice card coming through, which is about making something right. And I feel like something is going to be made right. So maybe there was a lot of injustice in your life, or your childhood may have been very difficult, and this is something that you're having to kind of recondition yourself. Yeah, the there's a lot of heartache that you've moved from. I think this is something that has not been hidden, but I feel like you've been making it right, the things that have happened to you. This 9 of Swords and 5 of Swords, this fear of humiliation and rejection because it has happened to you before. So these fears you're removing. This heartache, this pain that you've had when it comes down to other people, feeling abandoned, feeling rejected, feeling unwanted, feeling unloved, feeling like people are going to let you down, feeling, again, afraid to do what you want to do because people might not agree with it. Like there's just all this sword energy, and you're kind of finally giving yourself what you know you need, or your inner self needs. And we have the Well here, which is making that choice to choose anything. You are realizing that you have unlimited options in this world, and you're no longer going to allow limited people to make the decision for you. And I really feel like this is this big initiation, is that you went through so much pain that you just decided that I'm just not going to listen to these people anymore, and I'm not going to let this define me. But it took a lot of pain to get to that point, of course. It's like Phoenix rising for you, Gemini. It's like you had no other choice but to go back up. You know, you kind of hit the bottom so low that everything from here on out is up. So you went through a lot of injustice. So this is you making your life right again. Because maybe before your life wasn't really in your control, if it's childhood or if it's just certain connections you just wanted to pour yourself into for the sake of the other person because you love them. You're now kind of becoming this Libran energy of becoming a little bit cold to certain people who are not, you know, supportive of you or having your best interest in mind. Anything to do with childhood or maybe family or old friends, like I kind of think you're detaching from certain people because you're really seeing everything from a higher perspective. So it is beautiful, Gemini. It's a major growth coming through for you. So let's pull you some happy cards. This is on the bottom of the deck, that's why I was saying it. Tea leaf tarot cards, and see what's going on for you, Gemini. Ooh, with the yin energy, this came up on top, which is all about love. So you have the vase here with secret admirer. Someone has some deep emotions for you, Gemini. You have dagger here, fears, worries, tense situations. So that's something that you have experienced. This could be significant around September. Okay. Well, that could be Libran or Virgo energy, okay, that may have an influence. You may have fears around September. We have beware of self-delusion, okay, so this could be something that's trying to block you. But also when it comes down to stress, okay, you also have pay attention to your health here with Cain and the dragon here. So just pay attention. You might be really overthinking some problems, but I'm not a doctor, so just make sure you go and check just in case. But this can also just be like stress and convincing yourself otherwise, you know, that you're deserving of some things. Just make sure you check, or maybe your self-delusion is telling yourself, just check, go to the doctors. I think it's really important anyways. Speak to a professional if you feel like there are some issues here. For Gemini, this could be someone else's health. You have Ant and you have Dark Man coming through, which is to do with work, achievement and success. So you could be the Dark Man here, dealing with a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair, or you could be dealing with somebody like this at work. Okay, this is speaking of achievement and success. Maybe this is where the admirer is coming through, that someone could just see your potential here, and this is what's attracting in opportunities because you're doing something that you love, choosing to do things that you love, and this is where you're getting some financial gain, usually from something you did in the past. Eee. It just fell on the floor. BRB. I'll grab it quickly if I can with my foot. Let's see. Okay. This says stuff you will be taken care of in difficult times. So this is just saying make sure you do reach out to people if you have any kind of worries, doubts. Don't just convince yourself of anything. Make sure you do speak to a professional. I think it's super important for everybody, just to be just to be clear, just to get another opinion here, there is some fears and worries, but we do have staff here saying that you'll be taken care of in difficult times, so everything will be okay. Alrighty, let's pull you an animal spirit card for you, Gemini, within this week. Like, I think that you're getting better, by the way, because whatever issues there have been, like, you're becoming to get that, you're getting that color back, you're getting that vitality. You can see the difference between these. You have koala spirit coming through, which is beautiful, very calming, very chilled, and says spirit has a plan. So everything is going to go towards that plan. All right. So my lovely angels, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me and for being so patient and with me whilst I've been away. I appreciate you guys. I'm sending you my love, and I hope to see you guys next time.